Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. The responses that you have given me in my last two videos were amazing. So I thank everyone for the positive responses, feedback and the support. If you are new to the channel, please find the link in the description of the playlist. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about a popular question often asked in interview and even one of the interesting problem which I have come across so far. And we will be looking into the problem, we will be discussing various approaches to solve the problem, and we'll pick one of the optimal method to solve the problem and we'll write the code in Java. At the end I will be giving a task to you related to the problem. Okay, so now let us look into the problem. The problem is we are given an array which contain n integers and n should be greater than equals to 2, that is array should contain at least 2 elements. So the task is to construct a product array which is going to contain the product of the elements of the array excluding the self element. That is, if you are, for example, if you want to find the value of 0th location, we have to perform the product of the array excluding the 0th location element, that is 1. So the 0th location element going to contain 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 multiplications. Similarly, for the 4th location, we are going to contain the value equals to product of 1, 2, 3, 4 excluding 5 and 6, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So we are going to get 144. Similarly, we will do for all the elements and that is what our target is. Please note, we are given two constraints. The algorithm must run in order of n time complexity. So we have to solve it in order of n and we cannot use the division operation. That is the two constraints given to us, we have to satisfy it. Okay, so I hope you all have tried the problem. Now let us look into the solutions. So there are various methods of solving the problem, method 1, method 2 and method 3. But we will be implementing the method 3 only. Method 1 and method 2 doesn't satisfy both the constraint of the problem, but let us have a quick overview of both the methods. So method 1 is about using division operation. So if you are allowed to use division operation, then it can solve the problem in order of n time complexity. So now let us look how we can do that. It is very simple method. We are going to have a product variable which is going to contain the product of the array. How we will calculate the product of the array? We will be traversing through entire array and we will be multiplying all the elements. So at the end, if we do it, we will be having the product value as 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 4, 24, 24 into 5, that is 120. Now while constructing the product array, we are going to store each element by dividing with the self element by the product variable. That is, first element is going to contain 120 divided by 1, the first element, that is 120. Similarly, second element 120 divided by 2, so we are going to get 60. Third element 120 divided by 3, that is what? That is 40, and 120 divided by 4, 30, and at the end 120 divided by 5, we are going to get 24. So this is how the method 1 works. It is very simple. If you are not explicitly mentioned to use division operation, then we can use it, and it is one of the optimal method to solve the problem. The time complexity is going to be order of n, because here we are traversing the array once, so it is taking order of n, plus we are constructing the product array which is taking n number of operations, that is order of n. So overall time complexity is going to be order of n. Now coming to method 2, it is very simple, but it will be solving the problem in order of n square time complexity. That's why we'll go through the problem not in detail, just quickly. So we will be having two loops, outer loop and inner loop. Outer loop I is starting from 0th index, it will go till last index. Last index is 3 and 4. So now in each iteration of I, j as an inner loop will be starting with first location and it is also going till end, and it will be calculating the value of product variable excluding the value which is equals to I. So for example, for the first location I is also 0 and j is also 0, so it will skip this part, it will not calculate. Initially product value was 1, now j will be incremented, now j is not equals to I, so j will be multiplied with prod, we will get 2. Now j will be incremented, so now 3 will be multiplied with 2, 6, again j will be incremented. These values are not equals to I because I is equals to 0, so we will multiply till the end. So 4 will be multiplied with 6, we will get 24, and at the end 24 will be multiplied with 5, we will get 120. So the first location is going to contain 120. Similarly, I will be incremented by 1 now. So now in each iteration j is starting with value 0. So now for the 0th location I and j are not equal, so it will calculate, it will multiply with the product variable. Product variable is initialized to 1 again, so 1 is multiplied with 1, we will get 1. Now j will be incremented, now I and j are equal, so we will not multiply 2 with product variable, we will skip this part, then we'll continue with j. 3 will be multiplied with 1, we'll get 3. Now it is not equal with I, so again j equals to 3 now, not equals to I. 4 will be multiplied with 3, we'll get 12. Again we will increment, 5 will be multiplied with 12, we'll get 60. The second element is going to be 60. Similarly we can fill the rest of the element. So the time complexity, let us calculate. Here to calculate product variable once, we are taking order of n complexity, right? We are iterating through the array. And how many times we are calculating the product variable? N times. So it is going to take n times. So it will be multiplied and we will get order of n square. So a different way of looking into it, that we are having two loops for I starting with 1 to n, and inside that we are having j loop which is starting with 1 till n. So we are having some constant operation here. I is taking order of n complexity because it is traversing till the end the entire array, and if it is contain n number of element, and j is also traversing the entire array in each iteration, so it is taking order of n, so we'll get order of n square time complexity. So it is also not desirable. So as of now we saw two methods of solving the problem, method 1 and 2. Both are good, but both of methods were not solving with the constraint given to us. Method 1 was taking order of n complexity but was using division operator, so we can't use this method. Method 2 was also not using division operation, so first condition was satisfied, but it was using order of n complexity which was not required. So this method is also will not work. So now we will look into method 3, which is going to be the optimal method, and we can implement it, and it will give the result in order of n complexity. So let us look into the method. So suppose this array given to us 1 2 3 4 and 5, we are going to maintain two variables, left product and right product. Left product is going to have the product of the element which are left to the current element. For example, so if current element is 3, so the product of the elements of 3 are 1 into 2. Similarly, right product is going to contain the product of the elements which are right to the current element. So the right to the current element 3 are 4 and 5, so right product is going to have 4 into 5, that is 20. We will be having two different array, left and right array. Left array is going to store the value of the left product of each element. Similarly, right product is going to store the value of right array is going to store the value of right product for each element. At the end, we will multiply left array and right array, we will get the product. For example, for the element 3, the left product is 1 into 2, so 2 will be in the left array of that index, and for the right product of 3, 4 into 5, 20 is going to be in the right array. So when we multiply these two array, we are going to get 20 into 2, that is 40. That is what we are doing now. So our aim to find the product of all the element except the self element. If the self element is 3, so we'll multiply 1 and 2 and 4 and 5, and if we multiply these two product, we'll get the answer, right? So this is what we are doing here. So let us go through the workflow once. So suppose so let us go through the workflow. So initially our left array and right array was empty, and the left product is 1 and right product is 1. So for the element 1, we will be starting from here. Here nobody is there in the left, so left product is going to be 1 and the left array is going to contain 1 at that index. Now it will be incremented, so left to 2 is 1 will be multiplied with the left product, again 1 is going to come, so we are going to keep 1 here. So again it will be incremented, left to 3 is 2 will be multiplied with left product, we'll get 2 and we'll store it here. Again this will be incremented, 4 will be multiplied with 3, left to 4 is 3 will be multiplied with 2, we are going to get 6 and we'll store 6 here. Similarly, it will get incremented, left to 5 is 4 will be multiplied with 6, we are going to get 24 and 24 will be stored here. After the completion of the left array, we are going to construct the right array as well. So the right array is going to start the iteration from end, and it is going to run till it reaches the first element. So it will start from the last element 5, and the right element to the 5 is no 1, so that is why we are going to have right product as 1, and that is what we are going to store in that index of right array. It will be decremented now. Right to 4 is 5 will be multiplied with 1, we are going to get 5 and we will store it here. Now it will also decrement again. Right to 3 is 4 will be multiplied with 5 with the right product, so we are going to get 20 and we will store 20 here. Again it will be decremented. Right to 2 is 3 will be multiplied with 20, we are going to get 60, we will store 60 here. Again it will be decremented. Now the element right to 1 is 2 and 2 will be multiplied with the right product, we are going to get 120 and 120 will be stored at the index 0 of right array. So once we get our left array and right array, we will multiply each element of left array and right array and we will store it in the product array. So if we multiply 120 with 1, we are going to get 120, 60 with 1, we are going to get 60, 20 with to 40. 6 with 5 we are going to get 30, and 24 with 1, 24. Alright, so this is what we wanted. We got our result. So if you look into the array which we got in the first and second method, 120, 60, 40, 30 and 24, look, the same element we found in this method as well. So this method is working properly. Now let us look into the time complexity. So in order to traverse the first array, to construct left and right, we are going to take order of n here. Again we will be traversing, so added with order of n, and while constructing product array, we are again traversing the entire array, so we are going to get order of n. So 3 times order of n, so the result is going to be order of n time complexity, and we have not performed division operation as well. So this, both the constraints are satisfied. Okay, now it is going to bring smile to your face. So I hope you all have understood the concept. Now we'll look into the code. If you have not understood the concept, please go through the video once again, because it is very difficult to understand the code if you have not understood the concept. So inside the code, I've already declared the class array product, and we are having the main method inside it. A variable array is pointing to the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are calling array of products method, which is returning us the value of product array, and that is what we are printing in the output. So now let us quickly complete the array of product method. So it is returning what? Prod, right? So product, what is prod? Prod is nothing but an integer array, int prod, which is having size equals to ar dot length, right? Now if you remember the concept, so we were having two variables, left product, which is initialized to 1, and right product, which is also initialized to 1, and we were having two different array, left array, which was keeping the value of left product, and the size is same as ar dot length, and similarly we were having a different array, that is right array, which was having the size same as the size of the given array. Now once we have declared this variable and array, now we will construct the left array. Okay, so in order to construct left array, let us first initialize the first value of the first element of the left array as 1, because nobody is left to the left first location, so it is going to point 1, or else instead of writing 1, it is more convenient to write left product itself, because it is also having 1 value. So now we will construct the array. We will start a loop I starting with 0, it will go, it will not start with 0, it will start with 1, and it will go till ar dot length, right? Now in each iteration we will be calculating the value of left product. How we will calculate? Left product is always getting multiplied with left product itself along with ARR of I minus 1, the previous element. Okay, once we get the left product, we will store it in left of I, that is ith location. Alright, left product. Now once we created the left array, similarly we will construct the right array. Right array concept is also same except few changes. Here we will construct right array. The last element of the right array is going to be 1, so ARR dot length minus 1. Please remember, array is starting with index 0, so last index is going to be right product, ARR dot minus 1, and we are going to keep it right product. So now we will start the loop with second last element, so ARR length minus 2, and it will go till 0th location, right? And in each iteration I is decrementing by 1. So here we will calculate the right product, in the same manner as we were calculating the left product. Right product is equal to right product into I plus 1, the next element, and we will store it in the right product value, we will store it in the right array. That's it. Now our right array is completed and left array is also complete. Now we will construct the product array. So once these two arrays are constructed, now constructing the product array is very simple. I will start, it will go till the last location, and this is simply array multiplication, that is product of I is going to have the left array multiplied with the right array. That is it. So that is how our product array will be completed. Now let us execute the code. I hope it will work properly if there is no syntax error. Yeah, it is giving us the correct output. So we were having element as 1 2 3 4 5. It is giving us 1 20 60 40 30 and 24 as we saw in the concept before. So now let us look into a more optimized way of solving the problem using method 3. This is almost same as method 3, but instead of using 3 arrays, we will be using only one array to solve the problem. Now let us see how we are going to do it. So we are now constructing the product array. You can consider it initially as left array itself. So we will construct the left array first, then we will see how we are going to do it. So in order to construct left array, we will be running a pointer from the first element of the array. Who is left to first element? Nobody. So left product is going to be in the first place. So now it will be incremented by 1. Who is left to 2? 1 only. So 1 will be stored here. So I'm not modifying the value of left product, so it will be taking some time. So we'll do it quickly. Who is left to 3? So 2. So 2 will be multiplied by 1. It is going to be 2 only. So pointer will be incremented. Who is left to 4? 3. 3 will be multiplied by with 2. 6 is going to be the answer. Now it is incremented by 1. Who is left to 5? 4. 6 4 is 24. So 24 is going to be in the last position. So once our left array is constructed, now what we will do, instead of making a different array as right array and storing the right product values, we will multiply the right product value with the left array element directly, so that we will be not again multiplying with the right array and left array and construct the product array. So we will see how we are going to implement it now. So who is right to 5? Nobody. So 1 is present in the right product variable. So 1 will be multiplied with 24. So it is going to be 24 only. So this is going to decrement by 1. So who is right to 4? 5. So right product is going to contain 5, and 5 when it is multiplied with 6, we are going to get 30. So in the fourth location, we are going to get 30. So if you remember, the product array was also containing 30. Why it is happening? Because in the right array, we were storing 5 and ultimately we were multiplying it with 6. So instead of storing this in a separate array, we are directly multiplying it with the array value of left array and we are replacing it with that content. So now let us go through other elements. It will be decremented by 1. So who is right to 3? 4. 4 will be multiplied with 5. We will have 20. So 20 will be multiplied with 2 now. We will get 40 here. So it is now again decremented. 2 is who is right to 2? 3. 3 will be multiplied with 20. We are going to get 60. And 60 when multiplied with 1, we are going to get 60 here. And we will decrement the pointer by 1. Who is right to 1? 2. Right. So 2 will be multiplied with 60. We are going to get 120. And here also we are going to get 120. So if I construct the product array, again we will see the value is 120, 60, 40, 30 and 24. And this is what the answer we got when we executed the code also, right? So this is going to be the answer. So if you remember, the time complexity in that case was order of n. Here also we are going to take order of n complexity only. And the advantage of this process is, instead of using 3 array as we were using previously, here only with the help of one array, one extra array, we can solve it. That is it. Nothing else. So your task is to write the code of this method. Okay. So if you are watching this video till now, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel. And please share it with as many as people as possible and give the feedback in the comment below. Thank you. See you in the next video.